The debate over Vernon boils down to one basic dispute. Those who favor dissolving Vernon's status as a city say it's all about the corruption there, while those who are opposing the breakup say it comes down to jobs and the economy. Vernon is a small part of Southern California, very small. Only about 90 residents in the area. That's located here on the map. I hope you can see that. That's an area between downtown L.A. and Huntington Park, not far from the city of Bell, which you may be familiar with. Now the battle is on to answer the question of whether Vernon will survive as a city. Faced with possible extinction of its cityhood, Vernon officials are mounting a desperate all-out political and public relations campaign to save the day, spending a reported $65,000 on a TV and internet Vernon Works video.
I work in Vernon.
I work in Vernon
Because Vernon works.
But with a long history of corruption and shady dealing at City Hall, most recently a former city manager charged with embezzling public funds, cleaning up Vernon's image may take more than bus stop ads and full-color circulars in the Sunday LA Times. The state assembly speaker submitted a bill that would dissolve Vernon's cityhood.
It would take a small city that has a horrific history of corruption and disincorporate it.
With a population of less than 100 and only 26 houses and apartments, most of them controlled by the city, Vernon is the smallest incorporated city in California. And supporters of the bill to break up the city say it's the only way to clean up the corruption.
There is no independent electorate in Vernon. The city council controls all but 4 of the houses in the city.
What Vernon does have is manufacturing and business, leading some critics to charge it's really an industrial park disguised as a city. But it also has its own power company, fire department, and a lot of other advantages for the 1,800 businesses employing about 50,000 workers. And some business leaders like Bill Hughes of King Meat say they might have to leave if Vernon is disincorporated.
If we're disincorporated, consequently our power rates would go up, and we either have to close our business or raise the price of our food. And who does it hurt? Hurts the poor working man who can least afford it.
The concerns of Hughes are echoed by some labor unions, including the Teamsters Local and other local labor leaders.
I feel like Sacramento is trying to cannibalize cities. Put it out, who wants to gobble up Vernon?
Now, Speaker Pérez charges in their desperation, city leaders are spending thousands and thousands of local tax dollars a month to fight his bill to clean up Vernon, hiring a battalion of high-powered, high-priced lobbyists to argue their case.
Oh, it's more than tens of thousands. I mean, I know of one contract lobbyist alone that's getting $20,000 to $25,000. There are consultants getting $40,000 a month. There are hundreds of thousands of dollars a month being spent by this tiny city to hire lawyers, consultants, and lobbyists. All of it is public money.
Communications consultant McFarland, a hired gun for the city of Vernon, fires back that Los Angeles is hardly in a position to criticize.
You want to question the expenditures that Vernon is making to protect and preserve more than 100 years of its existence. Compare that with what the city of Los Angeles is likely going to have to spend trying to build an NFL stadium.
Some of the local business leaders go even further, suggesting the city of L.A. would love to snap up Vernon and its deep business tax base to fix its own deficit problem. And Pérez, they say, may be part of that.
There's certainly no valid reason for him to take this approach and to give the effort to it. Hell, why doesn't he worry about the budget?
His cousin does run LA City, and wouldn't it be nice to fix LA's problems with some of the money from Vernon?
Well, tonight, Speaker Pérez says he has the support of 69 state assembly members and 23 state senators who have signed on as co-sponsors of his bill. If it passes and is signed by Governor Brown, it's not clear tonight whether Vernon would simply be scooped up as part of L.A. County or become part of the city of Los Angeles, although that appears perhaps less likely now after today's city council vote, which pulled back from that position.